If you aim to achieve something great in life or choose to walk a path different from the crowd, you will notice a shift in people's reactions. Some will support you, encourage you, and stand by your side, but others will silently envy you and see your success as a threat. This is completely natural. People easily become jealous, especially when they see someone doing better than them. They may not say anything directly, but their behavior, words, and attitude will reveal that they are uncomfortable with your growth. Now the question is, how should you deal with this situation? Will you let the negativity of jealous people distract you from your goals, or will you develop mental resilience like a Stoic? The lesson from Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us, you cannot control other people's attitudes, but you can control how you respond to them. In other words, it does not matter what others say or think about you. Your job is to stay focused on your goals. However, in reality, jealous people often don't show their true feelings directly. They may wear a mask of politeness, smile in front of you, but secretly work against you. Some may try to undermine your success, saying, "Oh, that's not a big deal. You just got lucky. Let's see how long you can keep this up." Others may steal your ideas and present them as their own, or they may even give you misleading advice just to hold you back. So, what should you do? Stoic philosophy says, ignore their words and stay committed to your goals. If you let their negativity affect you, you give away your power, which is exactly what Stoicism warns against. White heavy checkmark, stay focused on your goals. No matter what people say, your goal is your true source of strength. White heavy checkmark, avoid unnecessary competition. The real competition is not with others but with yourself. White heavy checkmark, don't let negative people influence you. Learn to ignore them. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "The one who cannot accept your growth is your biggest obstacle." White heavy checkmark, surround yourself with positive people. Be with those who encourage and uplift you rather than drag you down. Jealousy will always exist on the path to success. Your job is to stay focused. The more you move forward, the more jealous people you will encounter. This is a reality. But if you learn from Stoic philosophy and develop mental strength, then they will never be able to stop you. Now let's explore the 10 signs that reveal someone is jealous of you. Are you ready? Let's begin. Sign 1. They undermine your success. Whenever you achieve something significant, maybe you land a new job, succeed in your business, or win a tough competition, most people will congratulate you. But pay close attention, because not everyone will be genuinely happy for you. Some people will smile on the outside, but their words and expressions will tell a different story. They won't openly admit it, but their subtle reactions and behaviors will reveal the truth. They are not happy about your success. They are envious. They will try to minimize your achievements, saying things like, "Oh, you just got lucky. That's not a big deal. I could have done it better. Let's see how long you can actually keep this up." Their goal is to make you feel like your success isn't real, that you didn't truly earn it, or that it won't last. But Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius taught us an important lesson. What other people say or do is a reflection of their own thoughts, not yours. In other words, if someone undermines your success, it doesn't say anything about you. It reveals their own insecurity and self-doubt. So, how should you respond? Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control how others behave, but we can control how we react to them. Here are some effective ways to deal with envious people. Heavy checkmark. First, don't take their words seriously. You know the value of your effort, your journey, and your success. If negative comments shake your confidence, it means your focus is in the wrong place. Heavy checkmark. Second, respond with a calm smile and say, "Thank you, I gave it my best." According to Stoic wisdom, reacting with anger or over-explaining yourself weakens you. Instead, respond with quiet confidence. The moment you remain composed, you prove your true strength. Heavy checkmark. Third, remember, your actions speak louder than their words. Envious people will try to discourage you, but your only job is to keep moving forward. Every success you achieve is just another step toward your bigger goal. A real-life example. Imagine you win a competition, and someone says, "Oh, you only won because the judges were biased." If you react emotionally and argue, they win. But if you simply smile and say, "Maybe, but I worked really hard for this," then you remain in control, and their negativity loses power over you. Will you let envy discourage you, or will you use it as motivation? The choice is yours. If you follow Stoicism, you'll understand that envious people's words are nothing more than noise. They cannot stop your journey unless you let them. So, whenever someone tries to undermine your success, remember this. Don't prove them wrong with words. Prove them wrong with success. Now, let's move on to the second sign. How do envious people create unnecessary competition? Let's find out. Sign 2. They feel uncomfortable in your presence. Have you ever noticed how some people's behavior suddenly changes when you enter a room? They start talking less, their expressions shift, or they avoid interacting with you altogether. If so, chances are they might be jealous of you. Jealous people struggle to act normal around you. They may be cheerful and engaged with others, but the moment you walk in, their body language and expressions change. Some may even avoid making eye contact as if your presence unsettles them. How do they behave? They remain silent or look serious when you speak. Instead of responding naturally, they act uninterested, as if what you're saying doesn't matter. They avoid eye contact with you. If someone truly admired or respected you, they would have no problem looking you in the eye. But jealous individuals find it hard to meet your gaze, as if they fear their envy will be exposed. They suddenly get closer to others but start distancing themselves from you. Someone who was once friendly toward you may start avoiding you, preferring the company of others. This could be their way of expressing their discomfort around you. Why does this happen? According to Stoic philosophy, people's behavior is often a reflection of their own mental state. When someone is jealous, it's not about you. It's about their insecurities and fears. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "What people say or do is a reflection of their own mindset, not yours." This means that if someone feels uncomfortable in your presence, it has nothing to do with you. It's simply a sign that they are struggling with their own inner conflicts. What should you do? White heavy check mark. Don't take their behavior personally. Remember, their issue is with themselves, not with you. Keep doing what you're doing without letting their attitude affect you. White heavy checkmark. Remain calm and act normally around them. Don't let their discomfort make you uncomfortable. Stoicism teaches us that inner peace and confidence are the strongest shields against negativity. White heavy checkmark. Avoid arrogance, but recognize their struggle. Jealousy often comes from insecurity. Instead of seeing them as enemies, understand that they are battling their own fears and self-doubt. White heavy checkmark. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support you. Focus on those who celebrate your success and uplift your spirit, rather than those who feel threatened by your growth. Where does true strength come from? True strength comes from controlling your own reactions. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot change how others feel, but we can always control how we respond. So, when someone feels uneasy in your presence, avoids you, or acts distant, don't feel bad. Instead, recognize that your success or confidence is making them question themselves, and that's their issue, not yours. Should you stop moving forward? Absolutely not. Instead, use this as a sign that you are growing. The discomfort of others should never define your path. Your discipline, confidence, and focus on your goals will. Now, let's move on to sign 3. How jealous people try to downplay your achievements. Let's dive in. Sign 3. They constantly look for your mistakes. When you start achieving something in life, you will notice two types of people. Those who appreciate your success and those who only look for your mistakes. Some people have a habit of analyzing your every move, hoping to find a flaw. No matter how well you perform, they will always search for even the smallest mistakes. Instead of genuinely praising your efforts, they might say things like, "Yes, you did well, but I think it could have been even better." You may be successful now, but one day, you'll fail. Everyone succeeds at some point, but the real challenge is staying on top. Why do they act like this? According to Stoic philosophy, people who are truly focused on their own growth don't waste time criticizing others. But those who are unhappy with their own progress often look for flaws in others to make themselves feel better. They refuse to acknowledge your growth because it reminds them of their own limitations. When you accomplish something, they can't openly call it a failure, so they try to find minor faults instead. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "Those who cannot control themselves will always be busy finding faults in others." This means that people who do not focus on their own self-improvement will constantly try to bring others down. But in reality, your success or failure does not depend on their opinions. So, what should you do? White heavy checkmark. Stay focused on your work. Don't drown in criticism. Successful people know that the more they achieve, the more criticism they will face. Instead of being distracted, stay on track with your goals. White heavy checkmark. Build unshakable self-confidence. Your confidence should not be based on what others say, but on your own hard work, honesty, and discipline. You know why you are doing what you're doing and where you are heading. So, don't let unnecessary doubt creep in. White heavy checkmark. Learn from real mistakes, but ignore negativity. Stoicism teaches us, making mistakes is not a problem. Failing to learn from them is. If someone gives constructive criticism, accept it. But if someone is nitpicking out of jealousy, don't let it affect you. What is true strength? True strength is focusing on your own growth instead of wasting time reacting to criticism. Stoicism teaches that people who are busy improving themselves have no time to pull others down. So, when you notice someone constantly looking for your mistakes, belittling your success, or finding faults in everything you do, understand that this is not a reflection of your weakness, it's a reflection of their own insecurities. Should you stop moving forward? Absolutely not. Instead, let these challenges make you even stronger. You know that your hard work defines you, not someone else's judgment. Now, let's move on to sign 4. How jealous people refuse to acknowledge your achievements. Let's find out. Sign 4. They try to imitate your success. One of the most interesting behaviors of jealous people is that they see you as a competitor rather than an inspiration. Instead of appreciating your success and working on their own path, they try to copy everything you do. While learning from others is a good thing, blindly imitating someone's success without originality is a clear sign of jealousy. How do they behave? You might notice that suddenly, they start dressing like you, copying your style and personality, mimicking your work habits and methods exactly as you do, following every move you make, trying to be better than you in every way. At first, it may seem flattering, but soon you'll realize they're not just inspired by you, they are trying to replace you. Instead of developing their own unique strengths, they believe that by copying you, they can achieve the same success. Why do they do this? According to Stoic philosophy, true success comes from self-improvement, not imitation. A person who is truly confident in themselves will always look for their own unique way to succeed. But someone who lacks self-belief tries to steal the ideas, habits, and achievements of others because they don't trust their own abilities. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means that real growth comes from learning, experimenting, and sometimes failing, not from blindly copying others. Those who imitate you out of jealousy don't want to go through the struggle of self-improvement. Instead, they want to take shortcuts by following your path exactly. What should you do? White heavy checkmark. Stay positive instead of reacting negatively. When you notice someone imitating you, don't waste your energy confronting them. Stoicism teaches us that external events don't define us, our reactions do. If someone copies you, it doesn't take away from your success. White heavy checkmark. Help if they are learning, ignore if they are competing. If someone is following your path out of genuine curiosity and learning, you can guide them. But if you notice they are trying to compete with you out of jealousy, simply remain calm and focused on your own journey. White heavy checkmark. Keep evolving so that no one can replace you. The best way to handle imitators is to stay ahead. Keep growing, learning, and improving. If you constantly evolve, they will always be one step behind, trying to catch up. True success comes from within. Stoicism teaches us that no one can steal your true essence. Your values, hard work, and inner strength cannot be copied. So, instead of being distracted by those who imitate you, continue to grow, create, and stay original. Remember, while they waste time trying to copy you, You are already moving toward your next success. Now, let's move on to sign 5. How jealous people try to downplay your achievements. Let's dive in. Sign 5. They speak negatively about you behind your back. Jealous people often wear two faces. In front of you, they might act friendly or even pretend to support you. But behind your back, they spread negativity, trying to damage your reputation. Their goal is simple: to make your achievements seem less valuable and turn others against you. How do they do it? People who are jealous of you will try to manipulate how others see you. Instead of confronting you directly, they will work behind the scenes. You may notice them exaggerating your small mistakes to make them seem like big failures, dismissing your success as just luck instead of acknowledging your hard work, spreading false or exaggerated stories about you to make others doubt you. They do this because they cannot accept that your success is real and deserved. Instead of working on their own goals, they try to pull you down. What does Stoic philosophy say? The Stoics believed that our character is our true identity, not what others say about us. The great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "If you hear someone speaking ill of you, rather than defending yourself, simply smile and say, 'They must not know me very well.'" This means that if someone is spreading negativity about you, it says more about them than it does about you. Their words cannot change who you are. Only your actions and your integrity define you. What should you do? White heavy checkmark. Ignore the gossip. Stay focused on your work. Stoicism teaches that we should not waste energy worrying about things outside our control. Instead of getting upset over rumors, stay committed to your own growth. White heavy checkmark. Do not react emotionally. If you hear that someone is speaking negatively about you, do not confront them aggressively. That's exactly what they want, to provoke a reaction. Instead, stay calm, confident, and unbothered. White heavy checkmark. Be patient. The truth always comes out. People who spread negativity eventually expose themselves. If you continue to act with integrity and excellence, your actions will speak louder than their words. Your success is stronger than their words. At the end of the day, no amount of gossip can stop a truly strong and focused person. Stoicism teaches us that we should not let the opinions of others control our emotions. So, when someone speaks badly about you behind your back, remember, it is their insecurity, not your failure. Keep growing, keep succeeding, and let your actions silence the negativity. Now, let's move on to sign 6. How jealous people secretly hope for your failure. Let's explore. Sign 6. They try to drag you into unnecessary competition. When you begin to achieve success and make progress in your life, some people can't handle it. Instead of celebrating their own achievements or focusing on their growth, they feel compelled to compete with you, even when you aren't competing with anyone. This behavior is a clear sign of their inner insecurity. They might believe that by surpassing you or proving themselves better, they can somehow validate their worth. However, real success is never about proving you are better than others. It's about improving yourself, no matter what others are doing. How do they act? Jealous individuals often exhibit specific behaviors when they feel threatened by your success. Constant comparisons. As soon as you accomplish something significant, they bring up their own achievements as if to overshadow yours. They can't help but compare themselves to you at every turn, creating rivalry where there isn't one. They might make a competition out of situations where there's no need for one. For example, if you've made a simple decision, they might escalate it into a contest, trying to show that their way is better, overcompensating to outdo you. Instead of focusing on their personal progress, they invest time and energy in trying to outdo your every move, even in areas that aren't directly related to you. They seek validation by constantly needing to appear superior to you. This mindset stems from deep-rooted insecurity. They see your success as a threat to their own self-worth, and in response, they desperately try to outshine you, hoping it will restore their confidence. What does Stoic philosophy say? The Stoics firmly believed that our true competition lies not in defeating others, but in surpassing our past selves. Stoic philosopher Epictetus expressed this beautifully when he said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." This means that true success lies in living according to your values, not in comparing yourself to others. Your growth and achievements should come from a desire to better yourself, not to prove anything to those around you. A Stoic doesn't waste time in unnecessary competitions, especially with those who are insecure. The most powerful response to someone trying to drag you into a rivalry is indifference. Stoics would advise focusing on your own journey and letting others waste their energy on futile comparisons. What should you do? White heavy checkmark: refuse to engage in unnecessary competition. Don't let someone else's insecurity drag you into a race you never signed up for. Your purpose is personal growth, not proving yourself to others. White heavy checkmark: stay focused on your own journey. Define success on your terms. Your goal is to continuously improve and be a better version of yourself. Compete with the person you were yesterday, not with others. White heavy checkmark: do not let their actions distract you. Jealous people thrive on pulling others into their drama. Don't allow them to waste your time or energy. Keep your attention on your personal goals and growth, and let them tire themselves out by focusing on others. True success is found in self-improvement, not rivalry. At the end of the day, real success is about continuous self-improvement, not about being better than anyone else. If you are only striving to outdo those around you, you'll always be in a race that can never truly satisfy. So, the next time someone tries to drag you into an unnecessary competition, remind yourself, your worth does not depend on beating anyone else. You're already winning by focusing on being the best version of yourself. Now, let's move on to sign 7. How jealous people secretly take pleasure in your struggles. Let's explore. Sign 7. They mock your achievements. When you achieve something significant, some people will belittle or mock it rather than celebrate with you. They may not be able to handle your success, and their response often comes from jealousy. Instead of acknowledging your hard work, they try to diminish your accomplishments in order to feel better about their own insecurities. How do they act? Jealous individuals often behave in the following ways when you achieve something. Dismissing your success. They'll say things like, "That's not a big deal," to trivialize your accomplishment. They may act as though your success is somehow less valuable or unworthy of celebration. Mocking your efforts. They may mock your hard work and effort, as if you didn't put in the necessary time or energy to succeed. This is their way of coping with their own jealousy, making your success seem worthless. They'll dismiss the value of your achievements, pretending they are unimportant or easy to replicate. It's a defensive mechanism, as they struggle to accept that they have not reached the same heights. What does Stoic philosophy say? According to Stoicism, the opinions of others should never define the value of our work. Stoics believed that our actions are what matter most, not the praise or criticism from those around us. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This means that whether others appreciate your achievements or not, you know the effort you put in and the value it holds. Their opinions are irrelevant to your sense of fulfillment. What should you do? White heavy checkmark: don't focus on negative comments. Instead of getting caught up in their dismissive remarks, enjoy the satisfaction of knowing you've worked hard and succeeded. Focus on how you feel about your achievement, rather than seeking validation from others. White heavy checkmark: surround yourself with supportive people. Those who truly care about your growth will celebrate your successes with you. Be around those who uplift you, and distance yourself from those who undermine your progress. White heavy checkmark: trust in your effort, not others' validation. Understand that the value of your achievements does not depend on external praise. You are your best judge of your own success, and the satisfaction you get from your hard work is more important than any external approval. When someone mocks your achievements, remember that their response reveals their insecurities, not the true worth of your success. Stay focused on your journey and be proud of the work you've put in. As the Stoics taught us, our worth is not determined by others. It is determined by the effort we put into improving ourselves. Now, let's move on to sign 8. How jealous people try to bring you down with subtle criticism. Stay with us. Sign 8. They unnecessarily blame you. When a problem arises, jealous people often try to shift the blame onto you, regardless of whether you were responsible or not. Their main goal is to undermine your reputation and make you feel guilty for something that may not even be your fault. How do they act? Here's how jealous individuals might behave when something goes wrong. Magnifying small mistakes. If you make even a minor mistake, they'll blow it out of proportion. Even the smallest error becomes the focal point of their criticism, while your many achievements are ignored. Focusing on your faults instead of your successes. They will point out every flaw or mistake, completely overlooking the positive contributions you've made. This creates a skewed perspective of you, making it appear that you are more flawed than you truly are. Blaming you to cover their own mistakes. When they make a mistake, rather than owning up to it, they will blame you. It's a tactic to deflect attention from their shortcomings and avoid accountability. What does Stoic philosophy say? According to Stoicism, we should focus on our own character and responses, not on the blame others place on us. The Stoics believed that we cannot control how others perceive us or how they act towards us, but we can control our reactions and remain steadfast in our integrity. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wisdom reminds us that no matter how others act, we should not let it disturb our inner peace or sense of self-worth. What should you do? White heavy checkmark. Don't take false blame personally. When someone tries to place blame on you, don't let it shake your confidence. Stay calm and remind yourself that their actions are driven by their own issues, not your faults. White heavy checkmark. Handle the situation with reason. Use logic and reason to address the problem. If necessary, explain the situation clearly without getting defensive. Avoid being dragged into unnecessary arguments. White heavy checkmark. Keep your integrity intact. Don't let anyone's blame change how you see yourself. Focus on your own character and stay true to your values. If you make a mistake, own it, but don't accept blame that isn't yours. Being blamed unfairly is frustrating, but jealous people use it as a way to manipulate and control the narrative. Remember, their criticisms are reflections of their own insecurities. Keep your composure, stay rational, and don't allow these tactics to undermine your sense of self. Stoicism teaches us that our response to such situations is what truly matters. Stay with us as we move to sign 9. How jealous people will try to undermine your confidence with subtle remarks. Sign 9. They can't accept your success. In the journey of success, there will always be people who, despite their love for you, cannot accept your achievements. It's not that they don't care for you, it's that your success challenges something inside them. And that's something they're not ready to face. Some people simply cannot celebrate your wins the way they celebrate the successes of others. Instead of cheering you on, they act indifferent, even distant, whenever your accomplishments are mentioned. How do they act? When these people are around you, you might notice these subtle, yet telling signs. No celebration of your achievements. They never show genuine happiness when you achieve something. When you share your success, their reaction is flat or even dismissive. They never say, "That's amazing," or show excitement for you. Shifting the topic. Whenever your success comes up in conversation, they quickly change the subject. It's as if they can't handle talking about your victories, so they divert the conversation to something else. Negative reactions to your wins. While they might congratulate others for their success, when it comes to your achievements, they react with indifference or negative comments. They may even downplay your success, saying things like, "Well, it could have been better," or "It's not that big of a deal." These behaviors reveal a deep internal struggle. They may not admit it, but your success makes them feel insecure, threatened, or inadequate. It's easier for them to pretend that your success doesn't matter rather than face the uncomfortable feeling that they may not be achieving as much as they'd like. What does Stoic philosophy say? Stoicism teaches us that we should never depend on others' approval for our worth. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and emperor, once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In other words, your achievements are valuable because you know the effort it took to reach them. Your success doesn't need validation from others. The Stoics believed that our sense of fulfillment should come from within, not from external recognition. If someone can't accept your success, it says more about their limitations than it does about yours. What should you do? White heavy checkmark. Don't seek external validation. It's natural to want recognition from others, but your worth is not tied to their approval. Seek satisfaction from knowing you did your best, regardless of how others react. White heavy checkmarks celebrate your own success. Take pride in your achievements. Whether or not others acknowledge your success, you know the hard work it took to get there. Celebrate your progress and understand that your success is a reflection of your growth and perseverance. White heavy checkmark, don't let their reactions affect you. It's important to understand that their inability to accept your success is about their own struggles, not your accomplishments. Don't let their discomfort change how you feel about your wins. Stay confident and remain focused on your path. Your success is yours to celebrate. At the end of the day, you are the only one who knows the full journey behind your success. Don't allow anyone else to diminish your achievements. They may not be able to celebrate with you, but that doesn't take away from the hard work you've put in and the growth you've achieved. So, the next time someone can't accept your success, remember this: you don't need their approval. What matters is that you are proud of what you've accomplished. Let their inability to accept your success be a reflection of their own struggles, not yours. Now, let's move on to sign 10, how jealous people secretly sabotage your efforts. Let's explore. Sign 10. They want you to fail. The most revealing sign of jealousy is when someone secretly wishes for your failure. It's not just about them being indifferent to your success, it's about them actively hoping you stumble and fall. In some cases, they may even pretend to be supportive, but deep down, they take pleasure in your setbacks. They believe your failure will somehow validate their own insecurities or make them feel better about their own lack of progress. How do they act? When you face failure or struggle, these people exhibit behaviors that suggest they are secretly happy about your misfortune. Hidden joy in your struggles. When things go wrong for you, they might show a facade of concern, but deep inside, they feel a sense of satisfaction. They may not openly express their happiness, but their attitude and demeanor give it away. False sympathy. They act as though they care about your situation, but their actions tell a different story. They may act sympathetic, but their words and behaviors are laced with a sense of quiet glee. No desire to help. When you face challenges, they don't offer support. Instead of helping or encouraging you through the difficult times, they keep their distance or, worse, may subtly feed your doubts. They don't want to see you rise, they want to see you falter. What does Stoic philosophy say? Stoicism teaches us that we should not be affected by the actions or opinions of others, especially when it comes to our setbacks. Epictetus taught us that our power lies in how we respond to external circumstances, not in trying to control what others think or wish for. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Stoicism encourages us to view failure as part of the growth process. We are not defined by our setbacks, but by our ability to learn and grow from them. The Stoic mindset is to accept failure with grace, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone toward greater success. What should you do? White heavy checkmarks see failure as a lesson, not a setback. Failure is inevitable on the road to success. Instead of getting discouraged by your failures, see them as opportunities to learn and improve. Don't let anyone's joy in your failure affect your resolve to move forward. White heavy checkmark, ignore the negative opinions of others. People who wish for your failure are not worth your time or energy. Their opinions are irrelevant to your growth. Focus on what you can control, your response and your actions. White heavy checkmark, value the support of true allies. Recognize those who genuinely care about your well-being and are ready to support you in tough times. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, rather than those who secretly rejoice in your downfall. Your response defines you. At the end of the day, how you respond to failure will define your success. If you remain strong, learn from your mistakes, and keep pushing forward, you will overcome any challenge. When others wish for your failure, remember that their opinions cannot define your journey. Your resilience and ability to learn and adapt will carry you much further than any setback ever could. So, the next time you face a challenge or a failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And remember, you are in control of how you respond. Keep moving forward, and let your strength become your greatest success. Now, let's move on to our final sign. How to handle people who wish for your failure and how to protect your mental peace in these situations. Let's dive in. Solution from a Stoic perspective. Envious people will always be around us. However, Stoicism teaches us that we can only control our reactions, not the behavior of others. We have no control over what others think or say about us. But we have full control over our mindset, reactions, and actions. This is our responsibility, and Stoic philosophy helps bring peace and confidence into our lives from this perspective. How to handle these situations in a Stoic way? First and foremost, focus on your own work. Keep your attention on your life's goals and the sincerity of your efforts. What others say or do cannot block your path to success. True success comes from your hard work, so don't let others' thoughts or judgments affect you. Focus entirely on your tasks and your progress. Secondly, ignore negativity. The comments or reactions of others should not affect you if you are steadfast in your goals and decisions. Stoicism teaches that life will go on, and you must continue moving forward. Negativity and discomfort cannot stop your progress if you stay determined and focused. Thirdly, follow the Stoic way of life. Stoicism teaches that we should make decisions through reason and patience rather than emotions. When challenges or difficult situations arise, we should maintain our calm and face them. Rely on your confidence and make decisions with logic because confidence and reason guide us in the right direction in life. Which of these 10 signs have you experienced in your life? Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us to dive deeper into Stoic philosophy. See you in the next video. Stay stoic, stay strong,